let me catch you up on what I've been doing. We need to get started on the Trans Am, obviously. But before we do that, the garage is a mess. So first things first, I'm gonna get this thing cleaned up, and then we'll go over all the details on what we need to accomplish to get this car back up to shape and get ready for TX2K. That's the main goal. First things first, this garage just needs to be completely cleaned out. Yeah. And I need to stop using the wing on the car like a table. Yeah. I'm taking the header completely out of the car, which means we got to drop the alternator, drop the steering linkage over there on the other side, take the wastegate off, the downpipes, all that stuff, because we're going to be removing the EGTs off the headers. I don't like them. We're not using them as much as I thought we were going to be, and they are completely in the way. Also need to address the header being a little bit warped. I've had to use some extra sealing methods in order to stop the header leak. The headers are just worn out. I mean, they've been through some heat cycles a bunch of times, so that's why I'm taking the headers off to address that problem. Issue number 2, catch can. I lost my filter for my catch can. So I have to, I don't even know where I bought this thing from. It's kind of a custom made catch can. Maybe I'll move it inside. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave a comment down below what you think about the catch can. Is it safe to be inside the cabin catch can? I would assume so, right? No, maybe. I know a lot of people do like a puke tank all the way to the back. We're not there yet on it, so I may just try to find whatever filter. The problem is we also cut these filters, so they're kind of custom made. Priority number 3, the car, I cleaned the garage as you guys saw earlier in the video, and it's been sitting for about 2 weeks, and I have a transmission oil leak, a very, very small amount, and oil pan leak right here towards the back as well, very, very small amount. So probably gonna go ahead and drop the trans pan, the oil pan, re-gasket that stuff, get everything addressed, and then put it back together. That shouldn't be too much of a problem, considering we already have to remove the alternator anyways and the steering shaft to take the headers out of the way, so dropping the oil pan is not going to be a big issue at all. Obviously, we have to get our mensers installed and alignment. And then from there, obviously, we can go ahead and start testing and trying to dial in the new mensers and get this thing into the 4th and the 8th. That's the new goal, obviously. A slight issue with the mensers. But yeah, so far so good. Let's keep at it. Here's my problem. The top here has a lot of play back and forth. It's like the Vikings are a lot wider here at the top than they are the mensers. Same thing on the bottom. I'm having an issue where it's moving back and forth, but also the bolt is actually not it's not meeting. So it needs to be longer and also narrow. So I saw on the Midwest Chassis website that they make a one for a menser. So I'm gonna reach out to them and see it and make sure that that's the correct one that I need for this, and then we should make it work. I've already got the headers back on, so that is complete. The turbos are mounted again. I've made a little bit of a mess. The oil pan and the transmission are both back on. There's transmission fluid in the car, so we're not far away. The only thing that's keeping me from really completing this, I had to special order some of the spark plugs. None of the O'Reillys had them in stock locally, so that's on its way. Then we can put the plugs in it, put the valve covers on, wires, and the exhaust, and go ahead and fire this thing up. Once I get the shock situated, we can set it back on the ground and get this thing moving around. But we're almost there. We're almost there. Get some solid data and see if we can improve in that 60 foot. That's the whole reason we are doing this. Improve the 60 foot. Go faster than the quarter mile. But we got a couple weeks still till Texas 2K, so we can test, change what we need to change, test again, and then get ready for TX2K. Really, that's the only thing that's holding me back, other than the catch can, which I haven't figured out yet. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that thing. I really don't want to make another one. The garage is back a mess again after everything that I've been doing, but we'll clean her up one more time. And yeah, just waiting on a couple parts and we'll get going. And of course, we gotta slap some new rubber on the old girl.